Welcome back to Operation Finish Them All. We're still going with Horizon in the Middle of Nowhere. I just watched episode 11, and I have to say, I think I'm actually starting to like this show. I'm kind of worried about my sanity because I seem to be enjoying this show more than any human being should enjoy anything. Well, not really, but I mean, like, considering how confused I have been for the majority of this experience, it's weird that I've started enjoying this shit. But, like, I could actually recommend it at this point, which is weird. And I'm genuinely considering reading the light novels. But so episode 11 was mostly like a battle sequence, except not really. Most of it didn't make much sense. It was mostly like a war between two armies, except the two armies didn't seem to do any real fighting. They just sort of implied that they were sort of fighting, but never showed anything. Like no one seems to have actually, like they both just had both armies just had lots of shields, so no one seemed to actually get hurt. Um, except at one point where someone had like two chains, like the rapper, two chains, and she was like going through destroying people, but she didn't even seem to be a bad guy. Like she seemed to be pretty friendly with the main character. So I don't really know what's going on there. And then there was a fight between two people who were like both side characters, but they were both kind of sick. One of them had like a power that had to do with the months of the year, and one of them had a power to do with Galileo. It was weird, but it was kind of sick. And then there was another fight between a blue-eyed guy from Tres España, which is like one of the harmonic divine states. You can see I'm getting a little into this because I've started using term like I'm starting to read into the lore and shit. Um, and he was like fighting with this other bitch who he'd already fought with before, but now he learned her powers, and he has like the Flash, that superhero. He has like that, except instead of it being a superpower, it's like technology. He has like super speed technology, and he also has a really big fucked up sword. And they fought, and he won the fight, and his sword turned into a gun, like a really fuck off big gun. And then he was like, "Evacuate this city because I'm gonna blow it up unless you give us the girl or something." And that was kind of cool. Um, I'm still just as confused as ever, but I'm gonna finish this last two episodes of this season before today is over, because that is the point of Operation Finish Them All, of TA, Gang Gang, Fo Fo Fo. Um, and now we're starting episode, what is this, episode 12? Yep, episode 12. There's 13 episodes in this series, so this is the penultimate episode. Oh, and it looks like it begins with a flashback, which is always based. Um, there's not really that much to say, really. Like, am I just supposed to give a plot summary? What am I supposed to do? I feel like I might have Stockholm syndrome. I feel like I might need help. I feel like someone needs to come and rescue me from this goddamn show because it's worming its way into my brain. It's too much information. Like when I'm simply too autistic. When someone presents me with a world full of raw data, I can't help but be sucked into it. I don't know. Wow, there's definitely emotions happening right now. Oh, except it immediately cut away from the emotional moment to play the OP. Okay, sick. What the fuck is this show? Oh god. I found a bunch of resources as well, like a bunch of fan translations and shit. I even have part of the light novel downloaded on my computer. Um, and I don't even know what's happening. Oh man. This show has a sort of a beauty to it that's just baffling. I think I need to read the light novels. I think I I think I might actually enjoy the light novels a little more than the anime because they seem like they go into more depth, like they have more time to flesh out everything. Um, Maybe I just need to talk to people who have seen it and they can explain things to me. But I kind of know what's going on. It's just like I know the broad plot. I understand what the broad plot is. It's the moment to moment plot that I don't understand because there's like a billion characters and all of them have backstories and all of them have motivations and all of them have very specific powers that they fight with and they all interact with each other. And I have no idea what's going on ever. But I kind of enjoy the feeling of not knowing what's going on because so many shows have just like super simple plots, 3 act structure shit that you could just read, like you just know what's gonna happen. It's nice to have something that's just unapologetically confusing for once in a while. I don't think I'd want to only watch shows like this. I'm gonna be very happy to go and finish Bottle Fairy after this, which is a nice relaxing show about tiny people, tiny fairy people, just figuring out how to live like humans. I can't wait. I can't wait to go back to my tiny fairy people after this, because this is just too fucking much. Anyway, I need to finish this goddamn last 2 episodes. Oh shit, lads, it's happening. The entire plot is culminating. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting this in the. Where did my face just go? Hello? There we go. I was expecting this as the last episode, not this episode. Wow. There you go. The plot is culminating. What's the next episode going to be about? This seems like this is the peak of the. This is what I was expecting the climax to be. Wow. I don't know how much spoilers I should get into, but the entire plot so far has revolved around the main character, Tori-kun, confessing to Horizon, who's been kidnapped and forced to kill herself in the day. And so they all went to war so that Tori-kun could confess to her. And then she was like, I have to choose between either killing myself, which will be the best for humanity, or going out with you, which would only be the best for you. And which is more important, humanity or you? To which Tori-kun is like, well, then I just have to conquer the entire world so that I'm more important than the rest of humanity. That's the only logical, reasonable answer. And Horizon rejected him, which is not what I was expecting at all. But he's got his charisma, so I'm sure he's gonna figure some bullshit out, which is gonna mean that she's gonna fuck him because that's what this show is all about. Maybe this has something to do with why I'm enjoying this show so much. I don't know, but wow. I don't know. There's a lot of autism going on here. There's a dangerous biohazard levels of autism going on here. I have no idea. Apparently, there's a whole other series of light novels. Not just there's a what was it called again? Owari no something. Not Owari no Serif. Owari no something. Owari no something. My favorite series, Owari no something. Um, what was it called? Let me look it up. Owari no Chronicle. Owari no Chronicle is the other series. And that's set in the same universe. I think it's a prequel or something. But there you go. I didn't know about that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think I might actually. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the second season of this, but I'm considering reading the light novels, which may make me tonight's biggest loser. Who knows? As those episode 12 completed, only one more episode to go, and then I finally finished this goddamn show. Got a little interrupted there by very complications trying to set up RetroShare to talk to someone, which just doesn't fucking work. If anyone in the comments knows how RetroShare works and is willing to help me out, that'd be cool. But really, it just seems like it's broken. Like it's really overcomplicated and shit. But I don't know. What do I look like? A fucking genius? No, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm currently watching episode 13. It seems like good shit's happening. Just this is the final one. Then we're done. And once this episode complete, then I just have to edit it together, and we're all done. And then tomorrow I can just watch one episode, like Senko or Achikochi and get that over with, and then I just have to finish something else, and we're all good. Because I think I might be busy tomorrow. I think I got stuff to do tomorrow, so I can't watch anything too complicated. Um, but this is the final episode of the first series when we finally met. I've been watching this show for so long, trying to make because it's so complicated that I can only watch a few episodes at a time, and I've finally been able to actually like it's finally gone to the point where I can understand what's going on and appreciate the appeal of this series, which is quite nice. Um, I don't entirely know I mean, I still don't entirely know what's going on, but I understand a little bit more, just enough to enjoy it, I guess. Um, I don't know. There's too much. There's too much. Too much autism. Um, you know what? I guess we'll just have to survive. None of this is working. Nothing's working. It's all gone to shit. It's like 5 a.m. It's like almost 6 a.m. And I still have to edit this, which shouldn't take. I mean, all I have to do is I'm editing all of these in AVI Demux, which is if you know what AVI Demux is, then I'm sorry, but if you don't, look it up. In fact, maybe install it. I don't know. I'm not your mum, but here we go. The final episode of Horizon in the Middle of Nowhere. Do you remember when I said it's weird that this seems like the climax? I don't know what they're gonna do with the final episode. Well, it turns out that basically was the climax, or actually, just like the beginning of the climax, and the climax actually comes in like the first quarter of the last episode, and the rest of this episode seems to literally just be setting up the last season. So it's about 20 minutes of just setting up things for the next season to come, which is all very confusing. Like they've already introduced new characters in the last episode. This show is baffling. Okay, hold on, wait, I just realized the lights off. Okay, there's literally 1 minute left of this final episode and they're still introducing new characters. This show makes no sense. They're still introducing new powers and new characters. These guys throw baseballs. They throw baseballs that have bombs in them. And they're from Spain. And the other people from Spain are throwing shot puts in the proper shot put style. Except someone said, on your marks, get set, go in Japanese. It doesn't make any sense. This show is boring. Who is the people? Who is these people? I guess this is just like I don't understand why they're doing this. Like what's the point of ending on an action scene that can't possibly have closure? Why are they playing baseball? Why is Spain why is Tres España, which is Spain, supposed to be Spain, represented in the 1600s, main attack based around the aesthetics of baseball? Why? Why? Also, this ship is like transforming. Okay, so these ships can transform into different phases, different forms, which is kind of cool, but was never mentioned before. Oh, and one of them's naked now. Someone's naked. Oh, and that's it, I think. I think that's the end of the show. I think I just finished the show. Yes, to be continued. There we go. Suzuku. We did it. That was it. That was the end of episode 13. There is nothing I can say about the show that I haven't already said. Talking about the previous episodes. Again, if you haven't seen the first part of this, I recommend going back and watching it. And I also recommend watching Digi's laying around watching on this show. And mostly I recommend reading the wiki, watching the first couple episodes yourself. This show is nonsense and bullshit and probably quite bad. Like, probably bad. But the thing is, okay, So I describe this show as um, the ultimate BDSM because it's all shit, it's all pain and suffering, and then you get once in a while a really cool concept that gives you a little sexual gratification, a little bit of like a dopamine hit, a little cool, like you're like, wow, that was really sick, and it goes back to being confusing and terrible, and like just doesn't care about you at all. It's like a it's like a BDSM relationship. It's like, I hate to say this because it's cheesy, but it's kind of like Dark Souls, and it doesn't hold your hand at all. Like it just shoves you in here and is like has this really complicated shit. And it's just like figure out what you want to figure out. Just I don't give a shit about you. Just do what you gotta do. It doesn't care about you as a viewer. It just is itself. Also, I've realized there's a bunch of extra shit. Like doing research, I've realized not only are there loads of light novels, but there's also a whole other series. I think I just talked about this, like Aralina Chronicle, which is also really long, and there's also a manga, and there's also a video game, which is an RPG, which has like 80 characters apparently, or something like that. Like, what is this show? How can something like this exist? This is the exact reason I come to anime, is because you get such autism like this that you just don't get in other mediums. Like, there is no comparison to this in anything else. Like maybe like comic books is the only thing I can think of that has this much ridiculousness to it. I don't know. Anyway, let's set this as finished. 11, 12, 13. Set as completed. Let's give this a rating. I said in the last part that I don't think I can truly rate this until I finished it all, but I do think I can rate it, and I'm going to rate it a 6. A 6 out of 10. However, I don't know if I actually, like, I'm going to rate it a 6 out of 10. However, in terms of intrigue, like, it kind of makes me want to read the light novels or watch the second season, like just to see how autistic that it can get. But anyway, we need to. That can happen after the next year because I've got so many shows to finish. I still have 8 shows on my currently watching, and so that's 8 shows I'm currently watching that I have to finish. Wait, we can discount 2 of those because they're long shows. Plus 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 shows. It's currently the 19th. So I'm going to have to start watching multiple shows a day. So tomorrow I'm probably going to finish both Senko-san and Achikochi. Hopefully that will be a double episode of both Senko-san and Achikochi tomorrow, because both of those are just one episode each I have to finish. And then, God fucking knows. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it through my whole um, on hold list before 2020. I don't think that's going to happen. It might happen if I really try hard, but I don't think it's going to happen. Um, but who knows? I got a lot of shit to watch, is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, yeah. There's certain shows that I kind of want to watch more than others. Like, Nanoha, for example, is cool, but I would prioritize um, Ninja Nonsense, Ninin ga Shinobuden over Nanoha, for example. I would prioritize Hidamari's sketch over, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, certain shows are cool, but, like, less important than other shows. I don't know. Anyway, I used to fucking edit this video, so I should stop recording and start editing, because I got so much shit to do. I have to finish this before. I have shit to do tomorrow as well, and I have to watch 2 shows tomorrow. Wish me luck. This series was a mistake, but it's the only way I'm ever gonna get anything done ever in my entire goddamn life. So, um, there you go. There's my life. My life is now watching anime, and it's not like anyone even watches this series, but whatever.